The following is a sneak peek of the Freestyle Natural Masterclass. So that you know what we're building up to, now we're going to cover the 5 levels of freestyle rap skills. So I created these 5 levels of freestyle rap skills to give you a clear goal of where you want to get to with your freestyle skills and to help you identify where you're at now, and also to be able to identify where your favorite freestyle rappers are at, to be able to see what level they are, be able to categorize different freestyle rappers and put them in different levels. That'll really help you. Just knowing what these 5 levels are is going to help you big time, and knowing what to focus on to be able to keep on improving and to help you reach that highest level of freestyle skills. Most people who finish this course will at least get to the pro level, which is better than most rappers on the radio. But some people who really take these exercises seriously and really practice, they'll be able to reach the legendary and God levels just from doing these exercises and going in order. Now we're going to cover the 5 freestyle levels. And the first one is the natural. The second one is advanced. Third one is pro. Fourth one is legend. And the fifth one is God. And now I'm going to break down how I define each one of these levels. And the first level is the freestyle natural. The natural level is your foundation. That's when you can freestyle for as long as you want without worrying about rhyming. You don't stop if you mess up. You're able to just keep on going. And it's a really important level. It's the foundation for everything. If you don't have this level down, then all the other levels will be very difficult, almost impossible to reach. So here are some characteristics of the freestyle natural. So with the freestyle natural level, it's the foundation. You're not really using punchlines or anything. It's not really about external things. It's more about your internal thoughts and feelings, just kind of expressing yourself. And this level is really great for songwriting because you're more focused on your internal world, just expressing yourself. And this level alone is where I was at for years. And it really helps you with writing songs and just expressing yourself. And a lot of people can just stop here and be really great, be amazing songwriters, be Billboard top 10 winning songwriters, all that stuff, just from reaching this first level, because it opens you up creatively, helps you just kind of start flowing all kinds of creative information. It's more of an internal expressive thing where you're not really worried about entertaining people so much with your freestyles, more about just expressing yourself, having that therapeutic element of music, which is really cool. But again, most famous rappers aren't even at this level yet. So it's a really awesome level. It's a very important level. Even though it's the first level, it's probably the most important level, because if you don't have this level down, you're not gonna be able to do anything. All right, the next level is the advanced freestyle rapper. And advanced freestyle rappers, they might have a little better flow. They might have some repeated filler that they like to use that sounds cool. You know, some memorized filler that they like to kind of use repeatedly. They're able to freestyle with some given words once in a while, but they're not usually able to do like setup and punchlines to really make those words hit. So they might be able to incorporate some words into their freestyle, some external words given to them, but they're not really making like fire punchlines or doing the setup and punchline things that are in more high levels. So when they are given a word, usually they just say that word right away. It just doesn't add a lot of tension and release, which we'll talk about later. A pro freestyle rapper will have a lot better flows, a lot more variety of flows. They're able to freestyle about different words and objects being thrown at them, and they're able to freestyle with punchlines, doing setup and punchlines for each word and each object, which we'll get into later. Also, the pros will also have some great filler that they like to use to work in between words to help give them time to figure out what they want to say next. And pros are also able to do some back-to-back punchlines a little bit, not as much as legends and gods, but sometimes they're able to do like back-to-back punchlines. But mostly it's just kind of using their freestyle natural skills as a foundation, and they're able to throw a punchline in there, here and there. And I was at this level for a long time. Now, a freestyle legend is probably someone like Harry Mack, Chris Turner. And a freestyle legend is someone who has amazing musical flows. They have lots of different flows to pull from, really pro, great sounding flows. Another really awesome thing they can do is they can come up with on-the-spot metaphors for a word given based on a theme, all right? We'll talk more about that. We'll get into more about that and how you can do that too, but they're just really good at turning words and objects into cool metaphors and setup and punchlines. So another big difference between legends and pros is that when you give a legend a word, they're able to go deep on it. They're able to tell like a whole story based on one word, and I'm going to show you how to do that later on, but basically they're turning one word into many words and start doing setups and punchlines for all these different things related to the one word that they're given, which creates a whole world and a story around one word. So that's what legends can do. Again, that's someone like Harry Mack, Chris Turner. They're really great at turning one word into a huge story. Another awesome thing about freestyle legends, they're able to have like internal rhyme schemes, like multiple rhymes in a line, like A, B rhyme patterns within a freestyle, which is really impressive. We're going to talk about that more later too. Another thing about freestyle legends is that they're more external. They're not really about expressing their internal world so much. They're not really about expressing their emotions. It's more about being entertaining and being able to freestyle about people around them, objects. It's more about entertaining a crowd and making sure everyone is entertained and involved in the freestyle. And they're all about making sure that people know who are listening to the freestyle, that they know that it's live and they're freestyling like they wrote it down, but they're able to freestyle immediately about what's in their surroundings so that people know and are very clear that they are freestyling in the moment about what's going on. Again, Harry Mack and Chris Turner are amazing at this level of freestyling. This is also what Supernatural did too, is taking words and really involving the crowd and the audience. Harry Mack and Chris Turner Turner have taken it up to a whole nother level. Now we're going to talk about the freestyle god. And I put this at the highest level, even though technically speaking, legends might be technically better than gods. But the big difference for the god level freestyle rapper is that they're able to switch on their emotional superpower, which is vulnerability. They're able to not only talk about external things and bring them into their freestyle, they're able to turn everything into part of their own emotional, vulnerable story. And this makes them amazing songwriters. So freestyle gods aren't only able to freestyle about objects around them, they're able to turn it into a story, an emotional story that connects with millions of people, like Juice WRLD. So Juice WRLD is an example of a freestyle god because he wasn't only able to freestyle, he was also able to write songs that got on Billboard Top 10, which is really amazing. And the only way he was able to do that is because he wasn't afraid to be vulnerable. A lot of freestyling, a lot of classic freestylers come from a more entertainment kind of battle realm where they kind of put up a guard between their personal life and their entertainment. So it's like maybe they're being entertaining, but it's a lot harder for them to be vulnerable and to tell their own personal struggles and emotional stories because they might be afraid of sharing too much in a freestyle. So that's why they keep it about the subjects given, they keep it about entertainment. But freestyle guards aren't afraid to be vulnerable. They're able to use metaphors, but everything is more about their personal life and bringing it into their personal interests in life. And this is what we're going to talk about in this section of the course when we get there. So gods are able to switch back and forth between external entertaining freestyles to more internal, kind of more therapeutic freestyles and go back and forth. And that's what makes them really great songwriters as well. That's why I say they're God, because they're not only able to freestyle at an amazing level, they're also able to write songs. So examples of freestyle gods are Juice WRLD and Eminem, because they're able to turn their freestyles into amazing emotional songs that connect with millions of people. So I hope that makes sense. Pretty much the god can do everything the previous guys can do, but they add on that emotional switch, that emotional awareness, that emotional vulnerability that a lot of rappers are too afraid of. And when you're not afraid of being vulnerable, it gives you an advantage. When you're not afraid of being cool and you're able to say the craziest emotional stuff for you that's very true and very real for yourself, then you kind of have an advantage over other freestyle rappers who are just rapping about kind of surface level things. You're able to go deeper. It kind of gives you an advantage. People can't help but listen to it when you're kind of going deep into yourself. But yeah, there's a time and a place for when to do that. But the ability to go there and to be emotional is very powerful. So the goal of this class is to get you at least comfortable freestyling at a pro level. And if you want to go really hard, you can also work towards becoming a legend and God level freestyle rapper with the exercises in this training. Every level takes a new level of practice and thinking. And in this course, you're going to get exercises to help you reach each level. So we're going to go through all these different levels and help you reach there slowly but surely. Simple exercises to help you get there. I'm excited to go through this with you. I put a lot of thought into this and hopefully it'll be fun for you to go through this. Again, remember your freestyle natural skills are going to be your foundation so you can keep going in between thinking of punchlines. So be sure to go in order and take the freestyle natural training first. That is key. No way around it. Definitely take the freestyle natural first. Don't skip ahead because it won't help you. If you start with freestyle natural, it'll help you get to where you want to go. Again, in this course, we're going to give you exercises to help sharpen your freestyle sword. So when it comes time to perform or freestyle in front of your friends, you'll be ready for anything and be able to adapt and do all the setup and punchlines that you need to do to be entertaining and emotional and all the things that make you a dope freestyler. All right, so I'll see you in the next video and I hope you're excited.